Church, thank you for joining us as we continue our look at what man is to believe concerning God. This morning we're going to continue to look at justification. So if we think of the definition of justification, justification is an act of God's free grace, wherein he pardoneth all our sins and accepteth us as righteous in his sight, only for the righteousness of Christ, imputed to us and received by faith alone. So that's the shorter catechism. But in particular, this morning, we're going to look at how is justification an act of God's free grace. So not just stating that it's an act of God's free grace, but how is it so? So question 71, how is justification an act of God's free grace? Although Christ, by his obedience and death, did not make a proper, real, and full satisfaction to God's justice and the behalf of them that are justified, yet, inasmuch as God accepts the satisfaction from surety, which he might have demanded of them, and did provide this surety, his own only Son, imputing his righteousness to them, and required nothing of them for their justification, but faith, which also is his gift, their justification is to them of free grace. And so it's going to take the various components of justification, the suretyship of Christ, the imputation of Christ's righteousness, even the instrument, which is faith, being a gift, and it's going to show how each of these things are given freely of God, thus making them each and all together nothing but an act of God's free grace. So, although Christ by his obedience, by his death, did make a satisfaction to God's justice, both a proper satisfaction